Hello, here I am out in the park with a friend of mine, about to engage in a really fun and cool activity, which is not only fun but also very, very healthy. And it's all about throwing a ball and having what we say in America, having a catch with someone. Something you can do with your children if you have any, or a friend for that matter. It's very, very healthy in more than one way. And I have a special way of teaching it because what I discovered is that not everyone really knows how to throw a ball. So if you're one of those people, pay very close attention to what I'm going to show you in just a moment. Okay, keep watching. Hello again, I'm back with my friend Desi. She's going to help me with this exercise in which I teach my way of throwing a ball. I actually did 3 videos previously in a series, and I'll leave the link to those videos in the description below. But basically throwing a ball is a whole body activity, meaning that you really should be moving your whole body when throwing and not moving your arm independently of your body, which you might do if you've not really learned how to throw in an organic and correct way. So basically, throwing happens in 3 parts, or it's done sort of, you begin by shifting your weight from side to side and turning in the waist. So go ahead and do that, please. Begin to shift your weight from side to side. You can look straight ahead. And then also turn and pivot in the back foot. If you go to the right, turn to the right. If you go to the left, you turn to the left. And the whole body turns like that. That's basically the body movement, shifting the weight from one leg to the other and pivoting in the waist, or turning your body and pivoting in the back foot, or on both feet actually. And if your arms are relaxed, which you want them to be, they're going to hang like chains at the side. So let your arms hang. And continue shifting your weight. I'm going to move behind you, or maybe you can move here a little bit more in front of the camera. Come a little bit more this way. A little bit more. And continue to shift your weight from one side to the other, pivoting. And look in the direction where you're turning. You look to the right, you look to the left, to the right, to the left. Yeah. And let the arms hang like dead weights, like they're just chains, or as some people have said, like an overcooked spaghetti. That's the basic movement. Okay, stop for a minute. Now the next thing you're going to do, I'll show you first, you're going to put one hand on your chest, and as you move your body like this, swing the arm out to the side away from you, like you're sort of throwing your arm away. You're throwing it away, and let it bend in the elbow, both behind your back and in front of the back. Right. And then the next movement, you're going to do this. Well, actually, if we were doing the whole thing, we would then put the hand on the other, like that, and then do the same movement, letting the arm bend in the elbow, behind the back, very relaxed. Yeah, like that. So turn facing the other way, please, for a minute, and begin to do the movement again, like you're throwing your arm at me. Yeah. And let the arm bend in the elbow as much as possible. It bends in the elbow. So it's sort of like you're hugging yourself to the front and hugging yourself in the back, like that. Okay, you can turn back towards the camera. So if you're now doing it with the other arm, like you're throwing with the out to that side, again, let the arm just hang. Let it, when it's really relaxed, it should bend in the elbow, right, like that. And finally, you can take the hand off the chest and just let this arm swinging motion happen in both directions. So that's a kind of a pre-throwing motion, because you really don't want to like throw this way but that way. So the next movement again begins like this. First I'll do it, explain it, and then you do it. I start with this, but I actually let this arm come up and bend and then throw down onto the ground like that. So you go up and down. It goes behind the back, and as it comes out, it bends and then throws down onto the ground. So it might help if you had a little beanbag in your hand.
In which hand?
in the hand that you're throwing.
This one?
Yeah. So as you do this, you're going to like, I'll show you. You just throw it onto the ground like that. Very simple motion. But it helps to like have an object. No, don't, okay, but start with the weight shifting and the arm swinging.
Okay. So with this one?
Start turning that way and the other way and that way. Keep getting it like, don't think about throwing, think about the body movement. Think about the body movement. And when you're ready, let the arm come up and bend in the elbow as it's coming out. Yeah, now let the arm come up and down like that, right. Try it again. So it should really be a fluid motion, even though you're coming up. Let it bend behind the back. Yeah. And when you're ready to throw, let it bend and come up like that. That's right. Same thing. Let me see you do it one more time. Okay. Or two more times or whatever. It's kind of fun to just, throw something onto the ground, right? It's like, getting rid of whatever it is. Yeah. And you can let the arm like bend even more on the elbow. Try it again. Let it, bend like 90 degrees or whatever when you're ready to throw. Otherwise, don't even think about throwing. It's just this relaxed. Are you left-handed or right-handed?
Right-handed.
Okay, so you're doing it even the more difficult way. Now try the same thing but with your right hand. So again, don't think about throwing. Just think about the body motion, shifting the weight to the left and then to the right. In a very relaxed way, right? And whenever you feel ready, you let the arm come up and bend, right, like that, and then throw on the ground. Do it again because it's fun. You do it on your own now. Just remember to always start with the movement of the whole body and the arm relaxed with no thought of throwing, and then doing it. Yeah. Right, that was a good throw. So the idea is this is the basic throwing motion. So then once you have that motion down, you stand there facing, actually with your side to me is better. But what you're going to do is this. You're going to do the movement and I'm over here and you're over there. I'm going to throw it to you.
Okay.
Like that. So if you have your side facing to me like a pitcher does in baseball, they don't stand like that. They stand with their side to their target. So turn sideways like you were a moment ago. No, with your whole body facing this way. And as you do the weight shifting without thinking about throwing, know that in a given moment, you're going to be throwing over to me over here. That's the idea. And I will be what they call in baseball the catcher. The one who catches the ball, or in this case, the beanbag. Right. Great, that's cool, that's how we throw. So then finally, we take turns, but remember to turn sideways to me. So you get the movement a little even better done from the side. Yeah, and eventually, the idea is you want to be able to throw with not just your dominant arm, but the one that is less dominant or non-dominant. So if you were to do that, you would be facing the opposite way with your side to me this way, yeah. Don't think about throwing in the beginning. Yeah, just let the arm bend.
Oh, no.
No, it's to come up, remember? Yeah, that's right, it's really that. And it's just this sort of bending and straightening and bending and straightening. The arm should be very relaxed when throwing, so it's kind of a whipping motion. And then once you learn to do it with a beanbag, which is very easy, you can have what we call a catch. Now, the other way is just you can face me too. Once you know how to do it, you then just throw, or throw with either arm, in this case the one that has the beanbag. But you stop moving. You stood still. So whenever you throw, you want it to be a whole body motion like that. Yeah. Exactly. And then you can do it with the other hand too. Right. And then finally you can work your way up to actually throwing a ball. Oh. But with the beanbag it's sort of easier to catch and you're not worried about, you don't have to chase it. If I can't catch it, I don't have to run so much. Yeah. And do it again like with your side to me. Like before, yeah. Like you're the pitcher and I'm the catcher. Right, and you always look at the target, the person you're throwing to. Very good. It's really that simple. It's a lot of fun, you know, and then of course you can create more distance. You can throw with different objects, different size balls and all that. But it's fun, it's relaxing, it's very healthy, and all of these arm swinging movements, they come out of my method, the body empathy method. By the way, my name is Dan Stodt, the creator of the method. And one important dimension to the method itself is what I call the healthy movement system. And in the healthy movement system, there are three things that make it special. First, where it comes from. It comes primarily from methods that were used in rehabilitation medicine. And because of that, Desi, it has an element of safety that other fitness methods don't have in most cases. The second thing is, unlike most fitness methods that focus either on making the body strong or flexible, my emphasis is on optimizing or improving the biomechanical efficiency with which you move your body. In other words, improving your physical coordination and making your body more agile as a prerequisite to strengthening it in any way. And the final thing is that it's really my answer to a certain question, and that is that when children are born, in the first year of their life, they pass through a series of movements that have a logical progression to them. And each movement prepares the body for the one that follows it. So I asked myself, well, what about for the adult body that is more complex? The movements of an adult body is more complex than those of a baby, which during the first year of life just do these developed mental movements in order to stand and walk. This is what the body empathy method's healthy movement system or movement mastery program is all about. And it's in three phases. It starts with muscle relaxation techniques that are completely painless and done lying on the ground, and they prepare your body for moving with optimal efficiency, etc. Then from there, the second phase involves transitioning to movements, Desi, that activate the base of your body, the lower half of your body, which is the part involved in moving in space. And finally, we add the upper body and join the upper body to the lower body, primarily through arm movements in two phases. The first phase, you just do the arm movements alone, a bunch of arm swinging exercises, and then finally, you work with a partner. It could be in throwing and in another exercise, which is really cool, which I'll be showing you in the following video on this 3-set video on partner exercises. Last thing I'll say about the arm throwing motion and arm swinging movements is that it's especially good for your lungs in particular. Oh, we have a little visitor on camera here. And so what happens is the lungs normally are not muscles, so they don't move themselves. So the only way you can sort of exercise your lungs is through the arms. Oh, great, just what I wanted. Go over there, please. Go. Be a good dog and get out of here. Thank you. So, as I was saying, you can't actively move your lungs like they're muscles, but what happens is when you swing your arms, all of the fascias and the muscles of moving the shoulders and everything stretch and mobilize and give a massage to the lungs, which, especially if you've had some kind of a virus or cold, it's very important that you learn to move them again or to get them moving again, because when you are sick, they tend to close down and stay congested. So they're very good for that. So please begin to learn to throw a ball, which you can do these motions either on your own or even better with a partner, because that way you have a training partner. It's more fun. And if you want to learn more about this wonderful body care method that I call the body empathy method or the healthy pain-free body formula, you can contact infobodyempathy@gmail.com. And feel free to ask me any question you have either about this exercise or any health issue that you may have. And if the question, I think my answer to it would be beneficial to others, I may even make a video about that too. So Desi, I want to thank you for helping me with this exercise. I'm happy to see you're a fast learner and we're able to throw with both hands with very little practice. It's not always that easy. And if you're watching this on YouTube, please subscribe to my channel if you're not already subscribed. Hit the notification bell and comment on it if you'd like, or share it with any friend you think might like this. Okay? I look forward to seeing you in the next video very soon. Stay tuned to this channel.